should be good. My battery's low. Let's plug this in. Okay. Hey.
Looking at what?
Yeah, what are we looking at? I see bombs.
Bombs? No. That's a, what is that, 18 caliber? Shoots a charge. I don't know how that works.
Okay, well, let's, are we supposed to be doing a tour somewhere? Are we supposed to, isn't that what,
Half of them died of just training accident anyway. World War One pilots were like reconnaissance. I mean, here's World War
what is that?
no. So yeah.
I wish I heard audio from both at the same time.
74 seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was designed as a bomber. Yeah, B. Bomber. Yeah. P-12.
Actually, you have that second cable inside
Yes.
your bag. Let's didn't charge up overnight.
All my stuff is charged. Oh, mine's 23, but that's okay.
Still got some food in there to eat. Okay. Now, can you plug this? Can you plug this in? Put that through there. And can you plug that into the top of the blue battery?
I love it when you go one way, go the next.
Okay. There. Oh, here's a battleship. Do you know? Dots are where they bombed. That's when all that happened.
So German radar.
do something.
No.
Do something.
No.
That was there.
Never jet.
That was there.
Never jet.
But it wasn't ever like. What were they using those? They worked enough.
Intercept bomb. Show how I built.
Yeah.
Torpedo bomber.
This was. All right. Is there any Soviet stuff here? Because they must have.
As big as the U.S. war. A lot of these are just bombing boats.
Oh, there's.
Yeah, it's a war. It's kind of interesting.
I've heard that they do.
This is a World War.
Which
Airplane.
this thing looks kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's also radar, I believe. T-33. Training.
Yeah, this is like.
Yeah, they have a lot.
So this one with my head, they got them just sketches. All K.
Maybe.
Oh, look at this picture up here. Thule Air Force Base. That's weird. They got like a central, two smaller ones.
That was bloody. Very bloody.
Yeah.
A lot of these flags have really interesting things about them. It's basically good luck. German.
Well, I guess since Russia was also one of the winners of the war, not as much of their stuff got captured and taken over here. This is from World War I, right?
Yes.
This triplane. And what is this thing up here? This is like Kitty Hawk.
Yeah.
Not that long after, at least. Monoplane. Oh, maybe this is where they have that air show that we saw in that poster.
Yeah, they do.
It's a lot more.
I know you're bad at.
It's a lot more humid.
Oh yeah, because I've been. Okay.
You know what?
Hey guys, when you're ready to go through or to see the C-47,
Okay, that's in the other building?
no, it's right here. We can go inside if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Also, there's a B-52 nose section that you can go inside. So
Okay, so you're
if you
saying
need one of
come
us,
back and let you know when
right,
we're
when you're ready to
doing
do
that.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm
Okay.
following his lead today, so.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know.
Yep, thank you.
F-14 Tomcat. That actually
So what were you going to say about this with these
under
these adjustable exhaust nozzles?
yeah, they expand and contract.
Yep.
Actually under here, which you can't really see, they mount missiles, phoenixes
Okay.
to the bottom of these, and they can travel a long distance. They're actually.
What was the
trying
one that you were telling us about the other day that shot and then flew into their own bullet?
It's
shot
happened to a few
themselves?
different planes actually. I don't remember which plane that was.
I think I just heard some thunder outside. General Electric.
Yeah,
gas turbine engine. Copied the British Type 1. Yeah, do you know anything about these engines?
Not these early. But
I mean, I can kind of get a general understanding. I'm just looking at the design,
the F-14,
the combustion system.
the wings would sweep back like this during high speed.
Oh, yeah.
They actually tested the
Yeah,
wings.
because that changes the whole aerodynamic profile. If you and did they also adjust the hedral, anhedral, dihedral, like up, down?
What, the wings itself? Or?
Well, you said they moved them back, but did they also adjust them up and down?
I don't think
You
so.
know what I mean?
I do know they sweep forward and backward.
Okay.
So at low speeds they forward so they can get lower. Yeah, the gun would be. I don't know the other side. No, the gun would be right here.
No, that looks like an intake. I would think.
There's certain sides.
Well, you can see the intake right there.
Yeah,
That's the main intake. Are you sure that's not for like some smaller like?
No, the
Some
gun's
smaller
either
thing?
on one side or the other. I can't remember. It must be on that side. Unless if it's
okay.
further up on the cockpit in the back, but I'm pretty sure it was mounted here.
Oh, look at this giant chopper. What is this thing over here? This big black Navy helicopter. It says,
I know
it
what
says
it is.
Sea Dragons.
That is a cool.
Jet intake. So what kind of engine design is that? It's like a
Double intake jet.
turbo.
Yeah.
So it does most of its propulsion with the jet, and it just uses the propellers for lift.
No, the jet turns. Pretty sure the jet actually turns the propeller.
Oh, okay.
They're actually bringing some of these back. I thought they were all destroyed when the U.S. destroyed or Israel destroyed the last of them. Iran had, but
Some of these here.
yeah, they
Huh.
they were trying to actually get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
And
So now are they going to start manufacturing them again?
no,
They're just
left out.
they're just using the ones that we still have.
Yeah. Yeah, this was on aircraft carriers. They had these.
Okay. Looks like a giant bug, doesn't it?
Like the front of it, yeah.
Just the whole shape. It's kind of bubbly. Oh, look at the interior. That's cool. You can see this big rail thing for what would they have on that? Just like cargo,
whatever.
pallets of stuff.
Yeah.
The final crew signed it here. You can see the people that signed their names. Huh. So this is just like a utility.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. They had it flying around the Kennedy Space Center.
Pretty sure this is the ones that picked up on the capsules.
One of these? Okay, so this is a Sikorsky Sea Dragon. I mean, yeah, this definitely seems like it would have been big enough to hoist at least a Mercury or Gemini, but maybe even Apollo.
Yeah, these things they're pretty powerful. Tiny plane.
Yeah, what is
I
this
don't even
here?
know. I don't know if they have a. I have no clue what for. This doesn't. I don't even know.
Well, what would this be used for? I mean, it's got little.
Small little fighter, maybe.
Yeah, but what?
Small
It's got the same type of tail plane as like as a drone,
No, there's
where it's got the dihedral instead of one vertical, it's got two kind of diagonal.
I can't even tell you. It has like the tail of a Beechcraft Bonanza.
And it's a two-seat.
That too.
So what's going on with this engine here?
That
This is a little intake.
probably very rusty one.
Yeah, these are as old as our great grandparents.
You can tell you I was on. Here's a rocket.
Fire the missiles. Oh yeah, they're just point and shoot,
Yeah, basically.
and and they just fly on like a.
And hope.
They just fly on a ballistic trajectory. There's totally no way to steer them.
Oh, poor aircraft. It's leaking oil. They're making oil change on it.
Rosie the Rocketeer.
Yes. This had someone strapped
L4J.
to the wing.
Oh, okay.
The person was tired of not being able to
Bazooka
help ground
Charlie.
troops. Yeah, the fat electrician also has a video on him. Yeah, so basically they'd strap RPGs to this, like 6 of them or whatever on, or how many on each wing, and then they would go on top of tanks, fire, and then they would be able to penetrate inside the tank because of the way it was. But yeah, he was tired of.
Oh, this is a flying aircraft. They keep this in operational condition. Look how thin the walls of this thing are. You can just see it's like.
Well, they never shot him. Until Bazooka Charlie was,
What do you mean they never shot them?
the Germans never bothered to shoot him down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there was just reconnaissance until Bazooka Charlie took out the UK.
Oh, then they started paying attention to him.
Yeah. Like, yeah, whatever. It's just a recon plane. Who cares?
And then they have the bazookas come out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got up here? This glider? What is that?
Yeah. Spider. These would take off from aircraft carriers.
Oh yeah, I can tell they got that stance with the front wheels way up high.
Recovered from Lake Michigan.
This was just in the lake?
Probably. Probably when they were doing training of taking off and landing it. Went.
What would a glider be capable of?
Flying behind enemy lines.
I mean, because it doesn't have an engine, does that make it less detectable on radar, or
Not really.
because it's still made of metal?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, in the glider to the runway. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they've actually did that. I think that was some of the point. Some of the gliders.
They just got some random tri-propeller over here,
Oh yeah.
just waiting to be
Mounted.
mounted to something.
It's probably the engine right there. I'll head over to the other side of the
What is this yellow one here? This one looks like a stereotypical biplane. Boeing Stearman N2S3. So this was never like deployed. Had stuff here even in the US. It was just prepared for some kind of invasion.
Yeah, they always had stuff.
Because they never knew if the Germans or Japanese would have something flying over the U.S.
B-25.
That one's kind of cool looking. How
And
it's
you
like
guessed it right.
how it's like two tiers, an upper and a lower.
Yeah, this is the gunner.
Yeah.
What's it here? Bomber view. I would thought would sit down here too.
And there's no way to get between the two sections. It's just two totally separate. There's a little hatch.
Yeah, you crawl down here. You can see.
Oh, okay. Then you can go up through there. Oh yeah.
Don't turn the valve.
And the rain is still coming down here. What is this one outside in the rain?
There's a few out there, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah.
What is this one here? That definitely looks like Vietnam War era. Like that's 70s, 80s, right? That's what it looked like to me.
Maybe like, yeah.
Late 60s. Well, this is cool. I didn't even see this cutaway of the compressor on the jet. So wait, this is the front, right?
Yep.
That's the
Air
intake.
goes through here.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of.
Gets compressed.
Yep.
It gets super compressed here.
And comes out the back.
Because this gets driven by the jet itself once it gets going.
Yeah.
So that comes more than just the intake speed would do alone.
There's
Okay.
Did you see this 29 Reaper? It's not Reaper, but it's close enough to it.
See what?
This drone.
Oh, this little thing right here?
Yeah.
So would this drop little bombs or fire missiles?
Yeah, you can see the missiles here.
Yeah.
They can carry Hellfires on each side. They may be able to carry a AGM 68 if you could fit it on there. I'm sure
And
you
so-
can make it up. Or you could probably even add air-to-air missiles if they really wanted to. Most of the time they fly around with Hellfires.
So after this thing had already, fired all of its ammunition and launched all of its missiles, did it have explosives in itself so that it could just kind of crash?
No, it wasn't made for that. It was a recon.
But if it was like too far out, like past the base, and it was,
They would
If
have
there's-
never done that.
but in theory they could have just crashed it. It was
but it would be
unpiloted.
pointless. It would be pointless because no explosives destroy the body, so it would give away information.
Okay.
That's why when they're rescuing the
So they would even if this thing
Weapons.
even if this thing crashed on its own, they would try to recover it.
they would bring people in if they want if it wasn't too valuable of
Just for a
information, they would,
drone.
but say if like an F-14
And where would those have been deployed first? Like, which war? That was like that. They didn't have those in Vietnam. That was like the Gulf War.
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
It'd be
Afghanistan,
probably like in between Afghanistan.
Iraq.
It'd probably be in the Iraq War, maybe.
Okay.
I know they use them in Iraq. I don't know exactly when they introduced.
All right. Well, here's the
This
Falcon.
Hey, do you recognize this one?
Oh yeah, look at that. They told us about this. The Green Mountain Boys.
So it's kind of cool.
Let me get a separate photo of this.
The radar would be in here. This should have been flight connecting, really.
Yeah, let me back up. And get a photo up close. Okay. Go in underneath. So this was used in the response to 9/11.
They scrambled these.
F-16 fighters, Vermont Air National Guard. Remember, which flew cover over the site of World Trade Center. Yep. So they had those deployed pretty quickly.
Well, here's a fun fact about that.
I guess Vermont, it makes sense. Vermont's pretty close to New York, so it's right there.
So did you know, this is a fun little thing, did you know these were made to be unstable?
Made to be unstable. Is that
Yeah.
so they're more maneuverable?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't fly if you just take your hand off the stick. It's not going to fly
Well,
straight,
they had a
straight and
computer.
narrow.
They had a computer.
Yeah, but if without the
make it
computer,
stable.
just the aerodynamics alone, it wouldn't.
I mean,
It wouldn't fly
fine,
stable.
but it's
You could control it, yeah, but if you took your hand off, then it would not fly straight
This actually
and
has
level.
just a minute.
March 2006. Yeah, so this is more recent. Let me get a photo of this here. Looking up at that. That's pretty cool. What have we here?
Not afterburner.
F401 PW100 turbine engine. What was this used on? Pratt & Whitney. Had a variable area nozzle. Axial flow afterburning turbofan. So this did have an afterburner. It says afterburning turbofan.
The F-18. Most.
So is this one of the ones that can actually like gimbal, kind of? You know what I'm talking
There's
about?
No gimbal on these.
You know what I'm
They-
talking about
they
though, with the
do-
ones that,
So when these go to afterburner, they do expand outward.
yeah.
So this was made to be an attacker / fighter, so it was kind of both. That's why it's FA-18.
Okay.
As you can see down there.
What's the difference between an attacker and a fighter?
One was made. So for example, the F-16.
Oh, I see. This is the Blue Angel. So this was used for air shows and
Yeah.
stuff. This is
Yeah,
a cool
this
museum where you
actually
just
does
walk
have
right
guns. Just a
underneath.
minute. You can see the barrels if you get your camera up. These
See the
things can
see the
move,
barrels. Where are the barrels?
on the F-16. On the F-8.
Oh, over there. Okay.
On the F-18, the gun was in the front nose, which I can't see from here. So the
So-
F-18
so
did not
that's
have
the-
a gun on the side.
So that's one of the differences between an attacker and a fighter.
No, the main difference was the attacker portion was supposed to be able to carry like extra bombs. See, this is it can carry bombs, missiles, rockets, whatever, really.
Okay. And that's a fighter that can carry multiple different things.
The attacker.
Attacker. Okay.
Like the A-10 is made just for striking ground. I mean, it could do air, but it's not made for that.
Yeah, that's not the main purpose.
The main purpose for this was both. It's a multi-role.
Okay, so it's a more
Kind of
robust and
universal thing.
okay.
The F-16 was made for attacking, but then they kind of made it into a multi-role because we're still flying them today. And
Okay.
They kind of work as
Is this a Willys Jeep?
Yeah.
One of those old things?
I'll take a picture of this. Yeah, the wings were made to fold up actually on the F-18, so they could put more fighters on the back.
When they're on the aircraft carrier?
certain.
Or just in a hangar or whatever, wherever you need to store them.
Yeah. This was a cargo plane. Also
Yeah.
a paratrooper plane.
Yeah, that's what that looks like. A Douglas C-47.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like what I have seen videos of with people jumping out the side.
This was used in the Berlin airlift.
How did they ensure when they were jumping out the side that they would clear this rear wing? There's a certain way of jumping. They would kind of
I don't
duck
even
down and get underneath.
I have no clue. Mainly it was for cargo transport.
That's a pretty big wing. That is a long wing.
Well, it was made to carry a lot of cargo.
Yeah, but also just kind of glide efficiently.
This was paratroopers. Yeah, this was mainly for paratroopers. These also carried a lot of cargo because during the Berlin Wall, when the Soviet Union stopped us from moving trains through our side of the Berlin, we had to do it all by air.
Oh, okay. So this was in the 50s?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't remember.
Sometime around then.
Yeah, but it was mainly used for carrying hundreds of tons a day
Of
to a city.
Of what? Just like
Cargo.
yeah, what kind of
Food, water,
okay, just all sorts of stuff like that.
fuel, like they had to carry anything and everything.
Just all sorts of supplies.
Yeah, you can actually you can see the barrels.
Oh, in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of really hard to see, but
Yeah, you can see that in there.
I believe that's
Well, that's pretty cool. It's just cool seeing this one out. It's like the manufacturer. It's just like one big barrel with all the riveted sections.
Yeah.
The little plates. Cut here for emergency rescue. Huh. And look at this. Just these little screws with washers and nuts.
beautiful plane.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's interesting how it's like all right on the surface exposed. The manufacturing
I mean, what?
and the way that's all put together.
Yeah, but now look at this over here.
What was this here? Is this like a instrumentation? Like
Yeah,
they
I don't know.
get like
Stall. It's a stall.
oh, okay.
I think it's for stalling.
So that if this thing starts going up like that,
I wouldn't touch that.
if it starts going up, that means the plane's kind of moving down more than forward.
Yeah, you can keep that thing if you want. Hey. That's everything in here.
In this building,
I mean, we can go inside that if you like. We have to get
go inside what? Inside.
you have to get a fourth person to do it with you, but yeah. Or do you want to go to another?
So
part of
this was one of the ones that they said we can go inside of.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's a C-47.
Yeah, let's look around at some other stuff first, and then we can maybe do that at the end. But it's up to you.
World War II.
This one looks like it was never even painted. Barely. They just left it as steel. Is this steel? Is the body of this made of steel? Those panels?
I don't know.
Or aluminum?
Could be alloy.
Some kind of alloy? I mean, this here looks different than that. Just the texture.
Could just be a different finish on it.
Yeah. Alright, so can we go out through this door to the other section? Although the rain's coming down pretty hard there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the section of the B-52, right? The nose?
Yeah. The buff, they called it.
Okay. Yeah, what's the map say? So we're over here right now.
Mm-hmm.
We came in through there. We walked around through there already. The memorabilia hall. So we need to go through here and stuff. Exit. Entrance. So we have to go in right behind that.
Yep.
That place. All right. I mean, I can run for it if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go through.
It is raining.
Unless you want to wait for it to die down a little bit.
We can go.
All right, you go first.
Okay.
Hold that paper up close to your chest so it doesn't get soaked. All right, here we go.
Florida. Where does the water all go?
Back into the ocean. Okay.
B-52.
Pilots found that at low speeds, the ram air turbine that powered the cannon failed to produce enough energy to spin the barrels.
Okay.
The new
Got some models up here. These models up here.
That's a B-52 on the left. The right is a B-52, and that's a
meant the Phantom pilots could be more aggressive in engaging the enemy.
refueling plane.
Okay.
I can't remember the name.
Captain D. Simmons is one
C-147 or something?
on November 6, 1967. He'll prove that an aggressive F-4 pilot armed with a gun is a lethal combination. November 6, 1967. Air Force Captain
Now, if people can just sit right here in these
backseater Captain
airplane chairs and just
Sapphire flight
watch the.
fighter bomber force to their targets in North Vietnam. His radio crackles to life with a voice of radar control.
You should know this plane.
Oh, that's the. Don't tell me. That's the T-38.
Yeah.
Okay. You know why I know that one.
Yeah.
It's the astronaut trainer. See, I know some planes.
Do you know this one? This one's kind of famous. You wouldn't get it if I told you it dropped the toilet.
It dropped a toilet.
Yeah.
If it dropped the kitchen sink. What's it called? What was its letter number designation?
It was an attacker. Is that Eve? What is it?
Well, if you can't even guess it, then,
I know the plane's name. I just
then how would I
It went-
supposed to be able to guess it?
the plane name. I had it, and then it went Delta Wing.
Yeah, I see that down there. What's that one called? Yeah, that looks interesting. Well, the Delta Wing, that means it's... The Delta Wing means it could go pretty fast, but also had to land at a fairly high speed, right?
Yeah.
So it could glide over the runway.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they were pretty. They could fly.
So with a Delta Wing, it's like, the space shuttle had to kind of stall over the runway almost, and then right at the runway, that touchdown. That's your favorite of all time? The F-15?
I love the F-15.
Yeah, it seems like F-15, F-16, F-14. Those are all your favorites. Those right in that
the
number.
F-15 dropped a bomb on a helicopter and got a air-to-air kill with a bomb. It also was the first plane that ever shot down a satellite.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, the air to space missile. He just pointed right up and shot the missile, and it went up and took out a
Yeah, that
satellite.
one's actually really hard though because you have to aim it just,
Yeah, you got to time it with the orbit of the satellite, right?
Yeah, launch at a very particular.
Oh, I've seen these. This was the other crewed spacecraft during the Mercury program.
You know that one.
Oh yeah, SR-71 until they have the A-12 or the what was it the Y-12? I was getting mixed up. There's the A and then the Y. There were two different ones. Okay, the A12 variant, but there was also one that was a seat, one was 2-seat. NATO O10.
What's that? Oh, here's the YF-22. There's an experimental version. So
The U2, I know that one.
this one here was a competitor of the F-22, which that was the original design of the F-22.
I know this thing here too, well, they call it the M2 F3, but I've seen all those. They call it what was the HL-10? That was supposed to be the space station lifeboat, and then that became the Dream Chaser. Like basically the same design got evolved. But I've seen a full scale, the real one, at the Smithsonian in D.C. Look at the forward swept wings on those. X-29.
Look at that
That's
one.
crazy.
F-16 with the delta wing design. That was experimental. Plan.
XL, yeah. So that never got fully
No.
produced, but they just
There
tried
was
it
only
out.
2 built. It tells you how many.
So they just tried it out. It was like, hey, let's see what happens if we put a delta wing on this thing.
Yeah, the YF-23 and the YF-22 were experimental, kind of like proving out their designs, and then they settled on the F-22, and then they edited a few things, and then they produced them. The YF-23
They settled
looks
on the
awesome,
standard design.
I prefer the look of that YF-23 though, personally.
Look at this. Look at that shock diamond chain.
Yeah.
That looks kind of similar to a Concorde. It's got
Yeah,
well, it doesn't have the delta wing, but it
Yeah,
looks,
those wings sweep back, I believe, too.
okay.
I think, do they have one here?
C-17
think of
first
this one?
flight.
Do you know this one?
The Valkyrie, I've heard of it. Even how it has, and the wings kind of taper down towards the front. Have you ever seen a Concorde in person?
No.
I've seen two. One at Intrepid in New York, and one at the Smithsonian. So that's the wooden one, the Spruce Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, the H4 Hercules. Okay.
Which was kind of stupid.
I mean,
Not gonna lie.
it's kind of cool. So it's cool. And I think they have one of those on display at the Evergreen Museum in Oregon.
I've never seen one where it looks like the way they stack bombs in a bomb bag. Like, get my bags.
You can look right up both nostrils here. What do we got here?
You can smell this thing.
What do we have here? What is that?
It's like the R2-D2 of,
Yeah. I've never even seen a bug like that before. It's a little mini drone that crawls around on the outside.
Definitely ran pretty good.
Yeah, good thing we got this metal roof over us. So can you tell it at intake, like right?
Yeah.
So was the Phantom?
I don't. It's
So it had missiles, but no gun.
the reason why is they thought the missiles was going to be enough. The missiles were not accurate.
This was developed when?
Vietnam era.
1961, 1968. Okay.
Yeah. So
So it ended up needing a gun. Long story short.
yeah, because they thought dogfighting was the past. Yeah, you can see later added. It was because the missiles weren't that accurate. The radars, because they
Okay.
were early radars, so
Yeah.
they're still learning.
So guns were still a lot
Newer,
better. The
they
old
weren't
the old
better.
the old
They had the A9D, which was
concrete bombs, literally.
how they release. These would shoot down and
You had to get them to get away from the wing.
yeah, and they tend to hit things you don't want.
And what about this big one here?
Cool, they could drop it.
Homing, auto ripple, rocket normal, safety pin. Yeah, maybe there's a second set of controls, but those ones on the back of that gotta be controlled from the ground. This The F-8.
These,
So what was the fate of this aircraft?
not really much.
Did you get the pun?
No.
The fate. The F-8. The fate. See, even this looks better to me, having the intake on the bottom, but having it just like right in the nose cone, I think those look kind of silly. And that says USS Kitty Hawk on it. Was that the name of the
That's
aircraft
another
carrier that it was deployed from?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I need a cord.
You need what?
One cord.
Oh. Let's see. You might be able to, well then you have to stick close to me
Yeah.
for the battery.
That's fine. Here's another.
What's your phone battery at? Okay.
I'm just taking pictures of This is an F7.
An F7. What's the skull up here?
It's just nose up or
The USS Dwight D. Eisenhower.
They don't add too much of that anymore.
Is this aircraft carrier still in existence?
Which one?
The USS Dwight D. Eisenhower?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
I like
I
Ike.
think we've only decommissioned one or two with the torpedo. That probably didn't work half the time.
It probably didn't work half.
This one I've never heard of, by the way.
This?
Never heard of this one.
You never heard of the F-11?
Nope.
Well, what did you think? They skipped from 10 right to 12?
Well, I've never heard of it. No, they do.
On there, that was the cargo plane. This is cool. That's a cross section. You can see the shape of the wing itself.
Radar warning sight.
Okay.
Here's a rare find.
Torpedo. Why are torpedoes flat on the front? Because I've seen that, but I never thought about it.
I actually don't know.
You think they'd be pointy? They got to be hydrodynamic.
Here's a
Water's thicker than air.
Here's a rare plane right here.
Ooh.
I think they only built one of these.
This was kind of like the precursor to the Rock and the White Knight with the two fuselages and the wing in the middle. What was the point of this?
It was built to be an interceptor.
Yeah, but what benefit do they have of having two separate fuselages and
You
two
put two engines
two
on.
separate cockpits?
It could be faster.
It could be faster. Why not just put the two engines on two separate wings?
Make it in balance.
Huh.
Getting increased mileage. I don't know exactly why.
Hey, what does this say? Do you know what this means?
How about
U.S. Coast Guard. What is this?
I have no clue.
Semper Paratus.
I think I'm speaking.
You don't know any Latin?
Nope.
It means always prepared. Semper Paratus. OV-1D cockpit procedure trainer. So this was just like a medical helicopter. Let it be. So which side was the pilot and which side was the co-pilot?
There was no co-pilot, I believe.
Well, this says pilot Ray Fowler.
Maybe there was.
Well, there's got to be somebody sitting in the other seat. That'd be an interesting flight experience.
I mean, it's the only flying one.
It's the only flying one of its kind that still operates. Oh, in between here. What is this here?
Guns.
That's the guns right in the middle.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You can actually see where the belt should go. If you look down in here, on this one, you can see where it feeds.
Oh yeah. Over the back, kind
Actually,
of.
I think we're looking down the barrels of the guns, where the guns would sit.
Hmm.
We're aiming at there. A good chance of it. At least it's not snow.
Well, I think my signal's been holding up pretty well.
Yeah.
And this camera here has been staying at 22% battery. It's slowly draining even though it's plugged in. But then my main one has been staying, it's up at 63% still. So the batteries are still doing their work. And the stream should be holding up. I believe it's holding up at least. Let me check in. Oh yeah. And the microphones.
Got it.
Well, this needs to be swapped over now. We'll plug this in here.
What's that?
Get in there. This is the microphone receiver.
Ah.
And look. Wait for it. Wait a moment. Streamception. So the stream is working. Artemis 2 lunar flyby is also happening right now. Oh, out here I see that's some kind of a cargo transporter,
Yeah.
right? What's this little one here on the far left?
No, I have no clue.
That's not a T. What's it called? The T.
No, like thing up there.
T14. What's the astronaut trainer called? T15. T16. T17.
What, the astronaut trainer?
Yeah.
The T-38.
T38. Okay, I don't know. I'm caught in all these teens with you and your Fs. Your F planes.
No. I know that's an F-104 way over there. F-100. That's a one off of Aircraft. I can't think of it.
What's that one with the black wrapped nose?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, kind of in the.
F-104.
That's F-104. Why do they have the cockpit all wrapped up like that? I see one back there that says NASA.
Yeah.
It's got a NASA livery. That's like the astronaut transporter or whatever. They fly them in from Houston.
When, though, after
Well, actually, usually the astronauts fly themselves from Houston over on the T-38s. And what's this one on the far right with the weird...
F-100, I think.
Okay, and why is the intake a weird oval shape like that?
I don't know. I don't know why some of the designs are the way they are, honestly.
Well, it's definitely an interesting choice. An interesting choice indeed. Let me get a photo of these also.
Christian, you like this one over here?
Hang on. Zoom that out. Take a photo. Zoom this in. Take another photo of that. There we go, look. I got a photo of it.
Oh, yeah.
The NASA plane.
You like this? Christian. Hey, Christian.
Wait.
You like this?
Alright, what do we got going on here with the Willys Jeep?
You like the little face on this?
The little face?
Yeah.
Where?
On the back of the plane? On the back of the tail section. See one eye, two eye, and the face.
I don't see a face. I see a hole.
Yeah, and then look above it, there's the two eyes.
Oh, it's supposed to be like a bug face? It's not painted. But yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Alright, let's walk back up here. What are these? What are these wooden things for? Like little little tables for a bar?
Maybe? Don't know.
I want to get one more photo up here. Oh, we didn't take a look at this little one up in the front. Back up here. Is that even a helicopter or is that an auto gyro? Auto gyrocopter. H-13D Sioux. Fly Navy. This one I could see from back there and it looked cool. What is this little orange and white one? T-34 Mentor. So that's another trainer.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them actually could be turned into actual jets. Or like fighters.
They could be converted.
Yeah. No, a lot of them.
They have a wet floor sign here.
It's definitely interesting on the aircraft. I've actually never seen like a lot of these types of aircraft.
All right, here's that one we saw from over at the other spot. Royal Navy. So that was a British. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit like a Canberra. That's what it is? I guess I forgot the Canberra is it's an Australian thing. That's why it's called Canberra, right? So it's British or Australian? In the area where we were here from the 31st to the 7th.
Okay.
So we were here for the launch, and then we stayed for everything else. Yeah, we watched it.
So we're gonna have a,
What day did you get here? Oh, so 2 days after. Yeah, Wednesday.
so
Yeah,
Patrick Air Force Base,
yeah, that's the next one. Well, down this way. Yeah.
south, yeah. So,
Are we?
south of Cocoa Beach,
Okay.
Port Canaveral, where
Yeah.
the ships come in and everything.
Yeah.
So it's actually right on A1A, so it runs right along
Yeah.
the ocean. Okay, Patrick Air Force Base, there's an air show there, I believe, next week.
Yeah, I think I saw a
Said too.
poster for it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Blue Angels will be down, a bunch of
Yeah.
other, but yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, we're heading back
Yeah, we are
on the
too.
7th.
Now, if you
But-
guys are interested at all, like in the space program part, they actually have a booster that came in.
One of the SpaceX
the
boosters.
not the one from this flight, obviously, but
Not
one of
from
the
Artemis.
SpaceX.
No, no.
And it landed on.
You're saying yeah? Well, there's one that's that
it's
was.
over by the grills and all that right now,
Yeah.
where the
Yeah, we
cruise
went
ships
by
are.
there a couple days ago, and they had a Falcon 9 upright. I don't know if it was still on the barge, if they had taken
Yeah.
it off.
They
Well,
but-
they just took it off the other night, but it
there.
was on
Okay.
the barge you brought.
Yeah,
So
we
you were
drove
there
by
when
and
you brought
saw it. Yeah, that was the Falcon that launched before we came down, and then they had Artemis 2, and then
Yes.
Falcon 9 the next morning. We watched that, and then we watched the Atlas 5 the following night.
A little toasty.
So we got to see 3 launches.
So you guys obviously are big into the aviation thing. So
I'm more into the
He's
space
into
flight.
space,
He's
I'm
more into the he's more into all
We're
this
just
stuff.
gonna say a name for you then, Scott Manley.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello,
Met him.
Scott Manley here.
He was down there.
Oh, you got to meet
Got
him
our
here.
picture with him.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Got a
We,
picture with him.
I knew that he was going to be somewhere in the area.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he
he's
was like you guys. He was
Kerbal.
Here, he was
Yeah,
here
yeah.
for the flights, and yeah.
so we actually.
That's me in front of the Vermont.
So let me find it. So when we were there, we honestly through the years we.
Okay, you've seen stuff grow up
So we've seen
in the
it
air.
grow. Nicest guy.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's the
And I'm not a
there's
flyer.
the
It's like the second.
there's the booster behind it.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
You can take
Get the
a picture of it,
Falcon
that's
9.
fine, too. It
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
getting
matter.
video here, but
So he
And I
actually.
had
what's he
I'd
wearing?
only
San
flown
Francisco.
after that.
Yeah, because he lives.
If you guys would have been there, come on over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Come on over.
I'm
because
planning to meet him at some point at some event or another.
Anybody that's seen him, he's like, come on over. You know.
Yeah, he's real friendly. Knowledgeable people.
Person, you know, there was people up there and they're like pointing at him
Yeah,
from a
yeah.
distance
He's a
and stuff.
celebrity
And he
in
goes-
these
Sent it to
But
our
communities.
he would,
son, 'cause our
he,
son would be into that.
he talked to everybody. He says, "Come on up, he
Yeah.
wants your picture,
Great guy.
ask any question, whatever you want."
Yeah,
Great
I've
guy.
been to a bunch of other, aerospace museums and other events where there's been people like in the same circles as him
Sure,
that I've met,
sure.
but I haven't met him yet. But I knew that he'd be here for the launch.
So
Nice
I was
guy,
supposed to
nice
send
guy.
him photos because a year ago, so when the astronauts were, when that,
Like their retreat. So they went out and they got a platform with a helicopter on it. So
Okay.
And then they
They flown back to
they bring
Houston.
the cabins of that.
So he
Yeah, and you could see the on the back of the boat the hoist mechanism
Yes,
probably
yeah,
that they
the
usually
arm
lift
that
it up,
picks it up out of the
and the
water.
little basket that
Yeah.
they sit it down
The
in.
platforms on top where the helicopter
Yeah,
lands
yeah,
and
yeah.
takes those
So
guys.
let me
Yeah.
see if I find because Luke, we just happened to be there.
Oh yeah. They're space people a couple nights ago, but we're by the actual port. But
To say
this is
you'd
our
price
first
it-
time
you'd have
down
priced-
here.
You'd have priced us there because we've been there pretty
Well,
much
we
every
were-
night down
They
there.
had me they said it was crazy down there for Artemis. Just the amount.
We're watching ours
down
from
there.
further up north.
And they were actually on the time.
At the
That's where he
was it like a surf shop that has the yeah, I think it's a blue building. It's got a
Well, this was a space. He
They
told us
call-
a
they
space
call it
bar.
the
They
space
called it
bar.
the space bar.
Space
Actually,
bar,
I thought
okay.
it was on top of a hotel.
It is.